Let's look at the headlines we are tracking at this hour. Rebel Rajasthan Congress leader Sachin Pilot removed from post of Deputy CM and Pradesh Congress chief. BJP claims Chief Minister Gehlot has lost confidence of MLAs, demands floor test. BJP delegation calls on President Ramnath Kovind over death of party MLA Devendranath Ray, demands dismissal of TMC government led by Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee over law and order situation in state. BJP calls for Bengal Bandh. India and China military talks underway. Meeting expected to carry forward the process of disengagement along the LAC, which began after the talks between NSA Ajit Doval and Chinese Foreign Minister Wang Yi. Health Ministry says 85% the corona cases in the country restricted to 10 states. There is impressive rise in the rate of recovery, with total number of recovered going up to 1.8 times over the number of active cases. Ministry asks states to ramp up testing. Flood situation worsens in Assam, with Brahmaputra and its tributaries crossing danger mark. Over 21,60,000 people affected, with 6 more deaths. Water level of Ganga steadies in Bihar. Namaskar, I'm Abhishek Mahajan. Let's start with our top story. The crisis in Rajasthan Congress has deepened as the Deputy CM Sachin Pilot skipped the meeting, and the Congress party's second legislative party of at Fairmont Hotel in Jaipur has passed a resolution initiating disciplinary action against Deputy Chief Minister Sachin Pilot and other MLAs who were not present at the meeting. Governor Kalraj Mishra has accepted CM Ashok Gehlot's proposal removing Deputy CM, Tourism Minister and Food Supplies Minister from their posts. The resolution was laid by Shanti Dhariwal. Education Minister Govind Singh Dotasra replaces Sachin Pilot as State Party President. Ramesh Meena and Vishwendra Singh have been removed from their ministerial berths. Mukesh Bhakur has been removed from the post of Youth Congress President. Ganesh Gogra replaces him, and Rakesh Sharma has lost his Sevadal President's post as well. And yesterday, the Rajasthan CLP passed a resolution to extend their support to the Ashok Gehlot-led government.
कांग्रेस पार्टी ने कुछ निर्णय लिए हैं जिनकी व्याख्या करने के लिए बीच में आपके मैं उपस्थित हूं। पहली बात, श्री सचिन पायलट जी को, श्री विश्वेंद्र सिंह जी को और मीना जी और श्री रमेश मीना जी को मंत्री पद के भार से फौरी तौर से मुक्त किया जाता है। दूसरा, हमारे बहुत तजर्बेकार और काबिल साथी गोविंद सिंह दोतासरा जी को राजस्थान प्रदेश कांग्रेस कमेटी का नया अध्यक्ष बनाया जाता है। हमारे साथी गणेश गोगरा विधायक को राजस्थान प्रांत युवा कांग्रेस का नया अध्यक्ष नियुक्त किया जाता है। हमारे एक और साथी हेम सिंह शेखावत जी को राजस्थान प्रदेश सेवा दल का नया अध्यक्ष नियुक्त किया जाता है।
And in a first reaction on Twitter, defiant Sachin Pilot said the truth can be scuttled but not defeated. This is what he tweeted, and he has changed his status also on the microblogging site to MLA former minister. And reflecting the sentiment among many Congress leaders, Jitin Prasad tweeted, and I quote, "Sachin Pilot is not just a colleague but my friend. No one can take away the fact that all these years he has worked with dedication for the party. Sincerely hope the situation can still be salvaged. Sad it has come to this." And Rajasthan BJP has said that the Congress has a lost majority in the assembly and the test only could be done on the floor of the House. Reacting to the development in the Congress, BJP senior leader Gulab Chandra Kataria said Congress has lost the mandate and it should prove its majority.
हम तो ये आज की तारीख में मानते हैं कि ये सरकार जनता का विश्वास खो चुकी है, इसके पास बहुमत नहीं है। प्रमाणित करना चाहे तो हाउस ही प्रमाणित कर सकता है और कोई प्रमाणित करने वाली संस्था है नहीं।
Also, BJP senior leader Gajendra Singh Shekhawat said that the Congress government has reduced to minority in Rajasthan and the state is bearing the brunt of internal division of the party.
और आज क्योंकि सरकार जिस तरह की परिस्थिति है उस परिस्थिति के हिसाब से माइनॉरिटी की गवर्नमेंट है, अल्पमत में सरकार है, और अब सरकार फिर अपनी सत्ता को बचाने के लिए, कुर्सी को बचाने के लिए किस तरह से मंत्री पदों का, विभिन्न प्रलोभनों का और उसके अतिरिक्त संसदीय सचिव बनाने के नाम पर कितनी तरह की रेवड़ियां बांटेंगी, कुर्सी अपनी बचाने में सफल होगी न होगी, ये भविष्य का सवाल है। लेकिन एक बात तय है कि इसकी कीमत यदि किसी को चुकानी पड़ेगी तो वो राजस्थान की जनता को चुकानी पड़ेगी। और मैं राजस्थान की जनता के माध्यम से, जनता की तरफ से, आप लोगों के माध्यम से कहना चाहता हूं कि ये राजस्थान की राजनीति में, राजस्थान के लोकतांत्रिक इतिहास में एक काले जो है अक्षरों से अंकित राजस्थान के इतिहास में किया जाएगा।
Moving on to our next story, a delegation of BJP leaders comprising Kailash Vijaywargiya, Arvind Menon, Babul Supriyo, Swapan Das Gupta and Raju Bista called on President Kovind and Rashtrapati Bhavan today. They apprised him of the deteriorating law and order situation in Bengal. The delegation also handed over a memorandum to the President. Following the meeting, Kailash Vijaywargiya said that the party demanded CBI probe into the cold-blooded murder of Debendranath Ray, as we do not trust any agency of Bengal government. He added that such a government has no right to remain in power. Meanwhile, BJP is observing a 12-hour bandh in the districts of North Bengal today to protest over the death of BJP MLA from Himdabad, Debendranath Ray. Debendranath's body was found hanging in Bindal near his village home.
विधायक को रात को 2 बजे घर से बुलाकर टांग दिया, फांसी पे लटका दिया। ये पहली घटना नहीं, इसके पहले पुरलिया में भी हमारे कार्यकर्ताओं के साथ इसी प्रकार की घटना हुई थी। कुल मिलाकर बंगाल में भारतीय जनता पार्टी का काम करना एक बहुत ही मुश्किल हो गया है, और एक जब जनप्रतिनिधि सुरक्षित नहीं है तो क्या ऐसी सरकार को बने रहना चाहिए। हमने महामहिम राष्ट्रपति जी से मांग की है कि हमें वहाँ की किसी भी एजेंसी से कोई विश्वास नहीं है, इस प्रकरण की सीबीआई जांच करना चाहिए, और साथ ही ऐसी सरकार को अब बने रहने का कोई अधिकार नहीं है जहाँ पर जनप्रतिनिधि भी सुरक्षित नहीं रह सके, और इसलिए यह सरकार तत्काल इस भंग करना चाहिए। इस संबंध में आपको गवर्नर से रिपोर्ट मंगाना चाहिए। ये 2 मांगे हमने महामहिम राष्ट्रपति जी से की है।
Amid the rising number of coronavirus cases, the Nitish Kumar government in Bihar has decided to impose a complete lockdown in the state once again from 16th July, that is day after tomorrow, till 31st July. However, there will be no restrictions on emergency services. Train and flight services will also continue. Moreover, public transport services, shopping malls and religious places like temples across the state will remain closed till July 31st. However, local fruits and vegetable shops will open in the morning and the evening. Earlier, lockdown has been imposed in 20 districts across the state. The number of active cases in Bihar nears 5,000. However, 12,364 patients have also recovered. The state's recovery rate has further improved to 70.97%. Moving further on, the results of Class 10 CBSE board examinations will be announced tomorrow. In a tweet, Union HRD Minister Dr. Ramesh Pokhriyal Nishank wished all the students best of luck. He also urged the students to stay calm and stay safe. Central Board of Secondary Education announced the results of Class 12 examinations yesterday. West Bengal CM Mamata Banerjee has said that while results of Class 10 exams will be out tomorrow in the state, while Class 12 results will be announced on 17th of July. Uttar Pradesh ADG Law and Order Prashant Kumar today held a press conference and briefed about the details of Kanpur ambush and related encounters of the gangsters. He said that gangsters led by Vikas Dubey used sharp weapons and guns were used to kill 8 policemen on July 3rd at Bikru village. ADG added that circle officer Devendra Mishra had 4 bullet injuries. Also, it revealed that all bullets were shot from point blank range. After killing the policemen, the accused had also looted the arms of UP policemen, including AK-47 and INSAS. ADG added that Shashikant, an accused in the case, has also been arrested. He is one of the 4 accused arrested till now.
मुखबिर की सूचना पे वांछित अभियुक्त एवं 50,000 का इनामिया अभियुक्त शशिकांत रात्रि 2:50 बजे मेला तिराहा कस्बा चौबेपुर से गिरफ्तार किया गया। विकास दुबे के घर से AK-47 राइफल जो लूटी गई थी, मैं 17 कारतूस व शशिकांत के घर से इंसास राइफल और उसके 20 अदद कारतूस बरामद किया गया है, जिस संबंध में अब अग्रिम कार्रवाई नियमानुसार की जा रही है।
The important commander-level talks between India and China began at Chushul border post in eastern Ladakh this morning. This meeting followed by the conversation between the National Security Advisor Ajit Doval and Chinese Foreign Minister Wang Yi on 5th July. The talks mainly focus on the second phase of disengagement along the line of actual control. The first meeting this month between the corps commanders of India and China began today a couple of hours ago. The talks today are the first step towards the phase 2 of disengagement at the friction points along the line of actual control. Already, PLA has retreated from Galwan, Gogra and Hot Springs after the June 30th meeting between the corps commanders. Today's meeting will discuss the ongoing disengagement process along the LAC to de-escalate the tensions in the region as agreed in the previous meetings and WMCC meetings. Along with ongoing process, today's talks would focus on complete disengagement at Finger 4 at Pangong So and Depsang Plains. Indian delegation is led by GOC of Fire and Fury Corps Lieutenant General Harinder Singh and Chinese side by South Xinjiang Military Province Major General Liu Lin. And the NIA Special Court in Kochi has issued a non-bailable warrant against one of the main accused, Faisal Farid, in the Kerala gold smuggling case. The warrant has been issued on the request of National Investigation Agency, which is trying to bring Faisal back to India. And currently, Faisal Farid is in UAE, but with the issue of the non-bailable warrant against him, he can now be deported from UAE with the help of Interpol. The Interpol will issue a blue corner notice to the accused and transfer the details to India. However, the NIA court had sent the other 2 accused, Swapna Suresh and Sandeep Nair, to judicial custody until July 21st. The probe into the gold smuggling case by NIA has started after the seizure of 30 kg gold through diplomatic baggage at Trivandrum International Airport on 5th of July, while the cargo was addressed to the Consulate General of UAE in Kerala. The annual flood in Bihar has again forced poor people out of their homes. Several new areas have started submerging in the flood water. Although in some good news, the water level of Ganga is now steady and it is flowing 1.5 meter below the danger mark at Gandhi Ghat in Patna. The water level has however increased in Bagmati river due to heavy rain and water released by Nepal. The rainfall has been heavy, but the situation is under control. The Water Resources Department is monitoring the situation constantly and the DMs have been put on high alert to meet any eventuality. IMD has predicted heavy to very heavy rainfall isolated places in Bihar till tomorrow, while thunderstorm accompanied with lightning might also occur at some places across the state. Well, that's all we have in this edition. Stay tuned for more news and updates. Namaskar.